Democrats' hope of flipping the Senate rests largely on Arizona. It's a state that leans Republican, and in our exclusive media analysis of issues important to Catholics, immigration was the driving force of reporting linked with the church. Former fighter pilot and GOP candidate Martha McSally faces off against Democrat and former Green Party activist Kyrsten Sinema. The winner will be Arizona's first female senator. Correspondent Jason Calvi joins us now from Scottsdale, Arizona. Good evening, Jason.
Good evening, Lauren. Months of ads, door knocks, and mailings bombarding voters here in the Grand Canyon state. Now it all comes down to what's happening in polling places like the one right behind me. Who shows up? Who stays home? We're asking voters what issues are on their minds as they cast their ballots.
The rhetoric is getting a little bit too much for me.
Bitter politics drives Zachary Archer to take aim at President Trump.
I don't like the way that he treats people, and I think that our politicians should be the best and the brightest that our country has to offer, and I don't feel that that's the case right now.
He's voting Democratic at this polling site at Trinity Presbyterian in the Republican stronghold of Prescott, Arizona. This retired firefighter calls himself an independent. He says he's voting Republican in support of President Trump.
I vote for who's the best person, and right now Trump has accomplished more in 2 years than the last 4 presidents did in 32 years.
Our EWTN poll finds for Catholics the economy is one of the top issues. The GOP points to a strong economy under President Trump.
It's incredible. I've never seen anything like this. I'm 69, and I've never seen anything like it in my life. It's incredible.
The economy ranks alongside the issue of immigration. It's a topic this Catholic voter says is important to her.
What they're calling caravans, which I feel are invasions, I think it's quite frightening to think of people just pushing into our country under the auspices of being refugees, refugee status.
Election Eve, Arizona Republicans rallied on these courthouse steps, the same spot Senators Barry Goldwater and John McCain wrapped up their presidential campaigns.
Thank you.
Cindy McCain urges healing of division.
Win or lose, we need to figure out how we can come together, work with our allies and our rivals.
But the race is still on for McSally.
The next senator from Arizona.
Because it's really going to come down to turnout right now. It's going to come down to that. And every last vote really does matter.
But even if the numbers turn out against McSally, she could still become a senator.
If Kyrsten wins, right, then, well, Kyle's seat will want somebody who's going to be, solid and vocal. And I would anticipate that would be filled by McSally. That would be my bet.
Democrat Kyrsten Sinema spent part of her day in Tucson. She visited the University of Arizona campus. Polls close here in Arizona at 7 local time. That's 9 p.m. Eastern. Lauren?
It's interesting to hear the possibility that both Senate candidates on the ballot today could one day represent Arizona.
Yeah, that was Dr. Brill's theory. He's running for Congress, U.S. Congress, in the GOP stronghold of Prescott. He's the one that told me if Sinema pulls off the victory here, and many people are optimistic on the Democratic side that she can indeed win this race, it's then possible that McSally could be a candidate to replace John Kyle. John Kyle is the one that the governor appointed to take the position of John McCain after he died. And John Kyle has not committed to serve past 2018.
Capitol Hill correspondent in the desert, Jason Calvi. Thank you, Jason.